Hello friends, in this video we will discuss Rajasthan MO anatomy questions, and I have included all the PYQs in anatomy from 2013 to 2022. In other videos I have also covered other subjects also, so you can also see them. So let's start with the first question in anatomy. First question in anatomy is right gastroepiploic artery is a branch of. So right gastroepiploic artery is a branch of uh, it is a branch of gastroduodenal artery. So answer will be option number B. So if we talk about celiac trunk, then in celiac trunk, one branch is left gastric artery, another is splenic artery, and on the right side there is common hepatic artery. Now common hepatic artery gives right gastroduodenal artery and proper hepatic artery. This right gastroduodenal artery gives a branch which is called as right gastroepiploic artery, and splenic artery on the left side give left gastrosplenic artery, gastroepiploic artery. So answer number option number 2 will be the answer. Now next question is transitional epithelium is the example of. So first option is ureter, then minor calyx, urinae bladder, and membranous urethra. Here answer will be option number 4, membranous urethra, because transitional epithelium is not present on the membranous urethra. In membranous urethra, columnar epithelium is present. So transitional epithelium is generally present in all the structure related to kidney and in prostatic urethra, not on membranous urethra. So it is stratified columnar epithelium in membranous urethra. So option number 4 will be the correct answer. The only muscle which depresses the mandible. So if we talk about the different functions at mandible, then there are some elevators such as masseter, some depressors such as lateral pterygoid, and some which do protrusion. So these are temporalis, masseter and lateral pterygoid. So here they are asking about depression. So depression is done by lateral pterygoid. So option number B will be the correct answer. If they ask about elevator, then answer will be masseter. If they ask about protrusion, then masseter and lateral pterygoid both are there. Secretomotor nerve supply to parotid gland. So they are asking about different ganglion, and among the following option, otic ganglion is the one which supplies to the parotid gland. If we talk about some mandibular ganglion, then it will supply to submandibular gland, submandibular and sublingual gland. And if we talk about pterygopalatine ganglion, then it will supply to the nasal cavity, lacrimal gland. Otic ganglion supply to parotid gland, and ciliary supplies to iris muscles, iris sphincters, ciliary muscles. So among all the options, otic ganglion is correct answer. Next question is phylum terminale is the continuation of. So phylum terminale is the continuation of pyometer. And if we talk about phylum terminale, then it has two parts, externum and internum. and phylum Terminalia starts and ends from, so it starts from conus medullaris and ends at coccyx. So answer will be option number D. Adenohypophysis of pituitary gland develops from. So adenohypophysis is anterior. They are asking about anterior part of pituitary gland. Anterior pituitary. So options are pouch of Douglas, no. Floor of diencephalon, no. Floron diencephalon is the origin for posterior pituitary. Rat case pouch, yes, this is correct. Option number 3 is correct answer. Anterior pituitary develops from rat case pouch. Second pharyngeal arch, no, this is not true. So answer will be option number C. The type of joint present in the carpometacarpal is. So hinge joint, no, hinge joint is present in knee, elbow. Ball and socket is present in shoulder, hip, and between incus and stapes. Saddle joint, yes, saddle joint is present in the carpometacarpal. The first carpometacarpal joint, carpometacarpal at thumb is saddle joint. So answer is option number C. If we talk about the other carpometacarpal joint, then they are the plain synovial joint. Saddle joint allows wide range of movement which can be performed by the thumb. Next question is PUD orange of breast is mainly due to. So this is a direct question. PUD orange of breast is mainly due to the cutaneous lymphatic obstructions. And if we talk about the staging, then stage 4B in TNM stage is given to PUD orange. And if we talk about option number D, pull exerted by the ligaments of Cooper, then it will lead to the dimpling. Sensory supply of the peripheral part of the diaphragm is derived from. So if we talk about diaphragm, then there are two parts, central and peripheral. Central part is supplied by the phrenic nerve, which is mainly a motor supply, and peripheral part is supplied by the lower 6 intercostal nerves starting from T7 to T12, and these are mainly sensory supply. So answer is option number C, lower 6 intercostal nerves. Which of the following structure cast impression on the mediastinal surface of both the lungs? So on both the lungs, esophagus will cast an impression. Answer is option number C. This is a direct question. Option number C will be the correct answer. The dangerous area of scalp. So if we talk about scalp, then SCALP. So this L, loose areolar tissue is dangerous area. Option number A will be the correct answer. Others are S for skin, C for connective tissue, A for aponeurosis, and P for pericranium. So loose areolar tissue is also called as loose subaponeurotic tissue. So answer will be option number A. Which of the following is true about the coronary artery? So coronary arteries are anatomically end arteries. This is not true. Anatomically end arteries but physiologically not end arteries. This is also not true. Anatomically not end arteries but physiologically end arteries. Yes, this is true. Why? Because they supply to the specific region. Specific regions only, and they do not but they are not anatomically end arteries because they have anastomosis present. So anastomosis are present, and because they supply to the specific region, then so we call them physiologically they are end arteries but not anatomically. Spinal cord ends at what level? So if we talk about adults, then it ends at lower border of L1, and in children's lower border of L3. So in this question, if we consider adults, then answer will be lower border of L1. Option number B is correct option. Foot drop occur because of foot drop occur due to the paralysis of tibialis anterior. Tibialis anterior. And tibialis anterior is mainly supplied by the common peroneal nerve, and common peroneal nerves winds around neck of fibula. So whenever there is an injury to neck of fibula, injury to common peroneal nerve will occur, which will lead to paralysis of the tibialis anterior and which will lead to the foot drop. So answer will be option number C. So this is a repeated question. Nerve supply to deltoid is. So nerve supply to deltoid, this is a direct question. Nerve supply to deltoid is axillary nerve, and during intradermal injections, this axillary nerve may damage, which will lead to loss of contour of shoulder. So answer will be option number B, axillary nerve. Bigelow's ligament is. So Bigelow's ligament is mainly associated with hip joint. Option number C will be correct answer. Bigelow's ligament present in the hip joint is a very strong ligament and provide stability to hip joint. And deltoid ligament is attached to all except. So deltoid ligament is attached to medial malleolus. This is true. Medial cuneiform. This is again true. And spring ligament. This is true. And subtentaculum talli. This is also true. So I think there is no correct answer in this. Let me read it once again. Deltoid ligament is attached to medial malleolus. This is true. Medial cuneiform, no, this is not true. Medial cuneiform is not an attachment for deltoid ligament. So answer will be option number B. Deltoid ligament attached to medial malleolus, subtentaculum talli and spring ligament, but it is not attached to the medium cuneiform. These are repeated question. Which of the following is most common renal vascular anomalies? So from the given option, the most common renal vascular anomaly is the supernumerary renal arteries, not veins. So option number A will be the correct answer. Holocrine secretion is seen in. So if we talk about different kind of secretion, so in salivary there is merocrine secretion. In mammary glands there is apocrine secretion. In sebaceous gland there is holocrine secretion. So answer will be option number C. Holocrine secretion is seen in the sebaceous gland. Laryngeal skeletal has, so this is direct question, 3 paired and 3 unpaired cartilage. So 3 paired and 3 unpaired cartilage are, if we talk about the unpaired cartilage, then epiglottis, larynx and cricoid. If we talk about paired cartilage, then arytenoid, cuneiform, corniculate. So answer is option number B. 3 paired and 3 unpaired cartilage. The nucleus involved in Pepys circuit. So nucleus involved in Pepys circuit is the anterior nucleus of thalamus. Option number D is correct answer. If we talk about Pepys circuit, then it will include cingulate gyrus, cingulate cortex, then hippocampus, then hypothalamus, then anterior nucleus of thalamus, then sensory cortex, then again cingulate cortex. So this is a Pepys circuit, and in this Pepys circuit we can see that anterior nucleus of thalamus is there. So answer will be option number D. Central wrapping is done by, so central wrapping is seen in the muscle spindle. And this is a direct question. Central wrapping is done by the annulospiral endings. Option number B is correct answer. Central wrapping which is seen in the muscle spindle is done by the annulospiral endings. Which of the following do not pass through superior orbital fissure? So if we talk about the structure which pass through the superior orbital fissure, then one is cranial nerve 3, cranial nerve 4, cranial nerve 5, part 1, which is ophthalmic division, then cranial nerve 6, and then superior ophthalmic vein. These are the structure which pass through superior orbital fissure. So oculomotor nerve, which is cranial nerve 3, this is true. Optic nerve, which is cranial nerve 2, it pass through optic canal. Ophthalmic division of trigeminal nerve, this is true. And trochlear nerve also pass through the superior orbital fissure. So answer here will be optic nerve, which is option number B. It passed through optic canal, not superior orbital fissure. Next question is first part of vertebral artery is related to. So first part of vertebral artery is related to stellate ganglion. So stellate ganglion, which is present in neck region, from where vertebral artery starts. So first part of the vertebral artery will be related to the stellate ganglion. The kidney has how many segments? So answer will be option number D. 5 segments are there in kidney. What are these segments? One is apical, upper, lower, middle, and posterior. These are the 5 segments which are present in the kidney. Option number D will be the correct answer. All the following are true about skeletal muscle except. So skeletal muscle has cylindrical shape. Yes, this is correct. Have multiple nuclei. Yes, a skeletal muscle can have a multiple nuclei. Have transverse striation. This is also true. And nuclei are central. No, this is not true. And if we talk about the skeletal muscle and other cardiac and smooth muscles. So in a skeletal muscle, nucleus is peripheral, and in cardiac and smooth muscle, nucleus is central. So central nucleus is not a feature of skeletal muscle. So the wrong option is the nucleus central, which is option number D. So answer will be option number D. Sympathetic innervation of the heart is done by. So sympathetic innervation of heart is done by T2 to T6. So this is a direct question, T2 to T6. Bile acids are derived from. No, this is not question from anatomy. Regarding cubital fossa. Regarding cubital fossa, all are true except. So if we talk about cubital fossa, then if we draw cubital fossa, if this is medial side and this is lateral side, so here pronator teres is there, here brachioradialis is there. Now four structures are there in cubital fossa, from medial M, B, B and R. So medially lateral border of pronator teres is there. Yes, this is correct option. Laterally medial border of brachioradialis. This is again a correct option. Medial nerve lies medial to the brachial artery. So this is brachial artery and medial nerve lie median to brachial artery. This is again a correct option. Radial nerve lies medial to brachial artery. No, this is not true. Radial nerves lie lateral to brachial artery. So option number D is not a correct. So answer will be option number D. Next question is, in structurally and functionally normal heart, anterior, which is sternocostal surface of the heart, is formed by all of them except. So if we talk about the anterior surface of the heart, then it is mainly formed by the right atrium, right ventricle and some part of left ventricle. But left atrium mainly form the posterior surface of the heart. So option number B will be the correct answer, that left atrium do not form the anterior surface of the heart. All are branches of celiac trunk except. So we know that we have already studied the celiac trunk in the previous question. Celiac trunk has three branches: left gastric artery, splenic artery and common hepatic artery. So left gastric artery and hepatic artery is there, and splenic artery is there. But inferior pancreatoduodenal artery is not a direct branch of the celiac trunk. So option number 3 is the correct answer. All are true regarding the blood supply to the thyroid gland except. So superior thyroid branch of the internal carotid artery. Superior thyroid branch is there, but it is not a branch of internal carotid artery. It is a branch of external carotid artery. Inferior thyroid branch of a thyrocervical trunk. This is correct. Superior thyroid vein drains the upper part of the thyroid gland. This is again a correct option. Middle thyroid vein drains through the lower part of the thyroid. Then again this is a correct option. So option number A is wrong, because superior thyroid branch or superior thyroid artery is a branch of external carotid artery, not the internal carotid artery. All are true regarding the blood supply of thyroid gland except. So we have already done this question. Carotid sheath encloses all the following structure except. So common carotid artery, yes, this is true. External carotid artery, no. External carotid artery is not a part of the carotid sheath, or it is not present inside the carotid sheath. Internal carotid artery is present in the upper part of the carotid sheath, and vagus nerve is also present. So this is a common carotid artery, and this is internal carotid artery, and external carotid artery is lies outside the carotid sheath, external carotid artery, and this is internal carotid artery. Except this, vagus nerve is there, and internal jugular vein is also there. So internal jugular vein is there, vagus nerve is there, and internal carotid artery and common carotid artery, but not external carotid artery. External carotid artery lies outside the carotid sheath. All the following are the contents of adductor canal except. So adductor canal is present in the mid-thigh region. And it extends from femoral triangle to adductor hiatus. And nerve to vastus medialis is present, femoral vein is present, and femoral artery is present, but femoral nerve is not present. Instead of this, a branch of femoral nerve, which is the saphenous nerve, is present. So saphenous nerve is present, but not the femoral nerve. All are the cardinal signs. This is not a question from anatomy. So we have covered all the questions from anatomy, and these are and I hope you like the video, and if any questions are remaining, then you can comment below, and if there are any doubts also, you can comment below. Thank you so much.